is Nora and I run your local quilting club. We sure would like to have you join us. Here are some of our members talking about their quilting journeys.
My name is May. Every time I finish a quilt, I feel a great sense of pride and relief. I gaze down at the quilt with my eyes and I think, oh wow, I could have bought this for a whole lot less money.
My name is Hazel and I have made 76 quilts. I'm not going to tell you which I am, my quilt count or my age, but people do like to tell me that I look really young for my age. Oh, I'm not one of those ladies who hides my age. I'm 25.
My name is Nan, and I consider myself the expert in our little quilting group. The other ladies all come to me when they need help, because quite frankly, I've got a seam rubber, and I know how to use it.
Howdy y'all, I am Peggy Sue.
The other day, my husband was looking at this quilt that I have in progress, and he said, honey, I don't mean to critique you or nothing, but your points aren't lining up. And I said, sweetheart, you're such an expert in quilts, why don't you go and make one yourself?
I started a really complicated quilt 10 years ago, and I have made these two squares. Aren't they gorgeous? I think if you check back in with me in 10 more years' time, I will have made these two squares.
Here's a little quilting lesson that you probably need to know, but I know it already. So quilting is actually sewing through all the layers of what you've made. It's not the act of sewing the thing, it's the act of going through all the layers. A lot of ladies do not like the process of sewing through all the layers on these huge quilts, so they send them off to be professionally quilted. Oh, but not I. I frame my quilt and then I spend about 7 months carefully sewing it with a needle and thread by hand. It takes an incredible amount of time to do, but then I put it out on my bed and I just admire my beautiful, unmatched handiwork. I just love looking at my gorgeous and precise stitches. Within about 5 minutes of admiring my glorious work, my cat comes along, gets on the bed, and snags it all into oblivion. Would anyone out there watching like a free cat? Not too long ago, my husband said to me, honey, you have quilts on the tables, quilts on the walls, quilts on the beds, quilts on the couches, and quilts on the toilet seat. Next thing I know, you're gonna want to replace me with a quilt. I told him, sweetheart, please don't worry about that. Do you actually think that a quilt is going to work 3 jobs in order to support my hobby?
There's a myth that Amish women intentionally put a mistake in their quilts. And if that's the case, I guess I'm very, very Amish.
Let me tell you how dedicated I am to quilting and to this quilting club. I show up here every single week, even though I have a dangerous and highly contagious infection. As I already mentioned, I have made over 70 of these things. I give them away. My daughters, my son, my grandchildren, my nieces and nephews, I spread the wealth. A month or so ago, one of my daughters called and said, Mom, you worked so long and so hard on those quilts for our family. But frankly, we don't even like them. We've secretly been passing them along to the charity resale shops. When it comes to my daughters and my son, my nieces, my nephews, and my beautiful little grandbabies, well, frankly, I have disowned them. So come on down to our quilting club and join today. I need your dues to fund my next quilt.